I'm Cheryl Waters. Welcome to KEXP Live in Mexico. It's a partnership between Vive Latino and KEXP with support from Indie Rocks magazine. We are so excited to be returning to Mexico City for our third time and our second time here at El Desierto Casa Estudio. An amazing space here, absolutely stunning and beautiful. You are going to love these sessions that we are recording here in Mexico. And KEXP sessions are made possible by you, our wonderful viewers. You can learn more about us at kexp.org or on the KEXP mobile app. And make a gift anytime in support of wonderful music. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll get notification every time we launch a new video. And now it is my great pleasure to welcome Bruses live on KEXP in Mexico.
Me cae huevo. Ni que fueras mi novia para andar mamando tu ego. Y todos los influencers se creen artistas, andan comiendo coca para poder subir su vista. Mientras los talentosos andan de baristas, porque así es famoso puro pinche narcisista. Y para la gente que tira hate en internet, comen tu pan dulce, bebé. Haz yoga, haz un saludo al sol, cómprate algo lindo como un vibrador. ¿Qué importa si le gusta Wednesday? ¿Qué importa si le gusta Green Day? El mundo es una mierda y aquí sobrevive el que aprende de los lobos y come mucho chile. Esta vida es una mar, no la jodes más. Sé feliz y ríe, aunque te toma. Well, listen to me, I'm so happy. Que me cago de risa. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I could. I'm so happy I could die. No sé qué se siente tener serotonina ni melatonina. Quiero un poco de morfina que anestesia el filo de lo que me corta. Quiero ir hacia la luz, pero la oscuridad me adopta. Mi cuarto es una jaula donde cada noche llueve. Llueve cuando lloro, lloro cuando duele. Hasta la muerte huye de estas cuatro paredes. Y nadie tiene puta idea de lo que es vivir con monstruos. Te sacan los ojos, te dan malestar estomacal. Y nadie tiene puta idea de lo que es vivir con monstruos. Te han dejado roto, destruido sin poder hablar. Pero está bien estar mal, está bien estar mal. Nos cansamos de buscar la salida en algún dios y considerado hasta meter el Coro en arroz. Hemos sido recumplidos cada martes de terapia. Mega tiran en los comments, son bien culos, no se matan. Aún nos quedan menos muchos dolores por escribir. Esto no se quita, mierda, nacimos así. Somos la generación en busca de atención y que vino a reparar los años que la tuya nos dejó. Nadie tiene puta idea de lo que es vivir con monstruos. Te sacan los ojos, te dan malestar estomacal. Y nadie tiene puta idea de lo que es vivir con monstruos. Te han dejado roto, destruido sin poder hablar. Pero está bien estar mal, está bien estar mal. Está bien estar mal, estar mal. Pero está bien estar mal, está bien estar mal. Está bien estar mal, of leaving Mexico and Santa Monica. I swear it's calling me. Won't make my mama proud. It's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl. I know she's gonna scream. Girl, what have you done? You're a pink bunny girl, and you dance at the club. Oh mama, I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong, down at the pink bunny club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the pink bunny club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the pink bunny club. Pink bunny club. I'm on, and yeah, sat on the floor. Lovers in the bathroom, and I line outside the door. Black lights and a mirror disco ball. Every night's another reason why I left it all. I think my wicked dreams I hear from Mexico. Oh Santa Monica, you've been too good to me. Won't make my mama proud. It's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl, and I know she's gonna scream. Girl, what have you done? You're a pink bunny girl, and you dance at the club. Oh, oh, oh. I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong, down at the pink bunny club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the pink bunny club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the pink bunny club. Pink bunny club. Don't think I left you all behind. Still love you in Mexico. You're always on my mind. In my mind. Every Saturday I can hear your southern drawl 1,000 miles away, saying, God, what have you done? You're a pink bunny girl, and you dance at the club. Oh, oh, I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels, 'cause it's where I belong. Pink bunny club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the pink bunny club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the pink bunny club. Pink bunny club. Pink bunny Soy esa voz que vive en tu cabeza. ¿Por qué me temes? ¿Por qué me ignoras? Por más pastillas que tomes soy esa que te controla, te tengo presa. Ven a mi caso, soy peligrosa. Sé que te encanta que te hable así. Si no fuera por mí, no estarías aquí. Tu padre es un alcohólico, tu madre es narcisista. Así que ponte el cinturón, mi niña, y disfruta la vista. Que conmigo no sea bonita como un cuento de hadas. No le creas al Mickey Mouse que no más te dice mamadas. Lo que te voy a contar es muy difícil de escuchar. En tu cumple de los 7 la vecina va a tocar. Va a decirte como siempre que si sales a jugar. Pero ahora es diferente porque hoy te va a violar. ¿Qué fue lo que hicimos? Ya no se puede igual. Este es mi funeral. Soy un fantasma en ya no te asusta la muerte, pero te aterra la vida. Los niños de tu edad van a ser unos malditos porque actúan como sicarios con caritas de angelitos. Y perdón que diga esto, pero se pone peor. Vas a ver a la huesuda cuando cumplas 22. Y después de ese suceso te recetaré el doctor unas pastillitas blancas pa' que ya no haya dolor y ya no sientes nada. Perdóname que no pude hacer nada. Nunca pudiste estar enamorada. Querida Amalia, esta es la última llamada. Que solo piense mal. Soy una fantasma de arañas en la panza. Ahora te escribo desde el coma para ver si me escuchas. Ando con una pistola que más a mí me apunta. Quiero ver a mi abuela ahora que estamos difuntas. Me la tienen en la esquina, es que por mala conducta. Creo que reprobé el examen para ser adulta. Todos me ven y dicen que soy una puta. La vida me folló y yo quedé solo la punta. Todas estas sombras me quieren vender, baby. Perdón que ya no te escribí. Perdón que ya no te escribí. Perdón que ya no te escribí. Creo que me voy a quedar aquí.
My mind is completely blown from that performance that I just witnessed. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. My mind is freaking out right now that I'm in front of you.
Oh.
You have no idea how many videos I've watched with your face.
Well,
It's creepy.
Okay, creepy in a good way.
Creepy in a good way, yeah.
I hope. Well, my goodness, you pulled out all the stops today. You had your band, you had that beautiful chorus, the strings, the outfits, the makeup. It was just insane.
Thank you. I'm really proud of this baby, and I just had to. I love drama. That's it. I love drama, and I knew I had to bring my best suit for you.
Well, thank you. You definitely brought the drama, and it sounded incredible.
Thank you.
Bru, throughout your career, you have shown so much evolution, both in sound and themes, and you have a new full-length record coming out soon.
Yes. When we're shooting this, my first single, it's called "I'm So Happy," and which I just performed for the fucking first time, and I'm freaking out because it sounds so weird and so good at the same time. And I'm really excited because I just have one album out, which is insane to me, because I feel like so much has happened since, and I can't believe that one baby, which is so special to me, and I love it. It's brought me to you, and it's really special. Thank you.
Well, I absolutely love Monstruos, and I'm so happy to have heard some songs from it today. And I'm very excited about the new music. Can you talk about some of the central themes and concepts and the sounds that you're exploring? Because you really have evolved as an artist, and you don't make just one kind of music.
Yeah, I'm kind of afraid of staying. So I basically change personalities every day, which is a thing. And I don't know why, since I was younger, I just love changing my hair and changing my clothes and changing who I am. And I feel like we're only here for a small amount of time, for a very little time. And I just want to see what all the versions of myself that I can be, if that makes sense. Like when I was younger, I used to play a lot. I used to dance, and I used to play dress up a lot, and I would wear wigs, and I would pretend to be a different person every time. And I kind of, I mean, I love acting as well, but the fact that music basically saved my life, and we'll talk about that later. But because of all my mental health problems that I grew up with, music really, it's like my thing, and it really saves my life every day. And I think that reflects in my music. You know, I'm not trying to be Bruces. Bruces found me in a way, and I was I was freaking shy when I was younger, and I had no self-esteem at all. And something happened. I had a really bad car accident when I was 27 years ago, and that changed my life. I basically died. This is a long story, so I'm like trying to tell you the short form. But I was in a really bad car crash, and I perforated my intestines, and I went into a coma for like a month. And that was a very formative experience, definitely, and that completely changed what I wanted to do with my life. And I knew when I woke up at the hospital, I don't know why, but I knew I wanted to pursue music for real, because before that I was too afraid of doing anything. Basically, I was shy. I didn't trust my voice. I didn't trust my brain. I was too scared of being different, and too scared of my fucking freaking like voices that I hear in my head. And after that I was you know, life is so short, and you can honestly die we're dumb. You know, human beings, we're so dumb, and we can die with anything. We can choke on water. We could just, I don't know, a car can come and crash us and whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this thing, and I'm going to do it well, and I'm going to try to be an artist. And now I found Bruces. That's where my name Bruces comes from the bruises on my body and my brain, basically.
Well, you've really reached a wide audience, being very vulnerable and open with your lyrics. And that sense of self-identity, did that come after the accident, or was that something you felt free to express when you were younger? Because how young were you when you got involved musically?
Well, I started when I was, my dad plays guitar, and my grandpa, who I never met, used to play guitar at taco shops in Tijuana, and I love that. And his wife used to sing with him at the taco shop, so it was like a family thing. And then my dad used to play it at like rock and roll bands, and he had like cover bands. And now I'm like the third generation of musicians, kind of. So I grew up around music a little bit, a lot of rockers, a lot of hippies and rockers. And so I remember picking up a guitar when I was 6 for the first time. But I remember it was when I was 10 that I truly knew I wanted to write music. For example, I wanted to be a songwriter when I was 10.
Well, you really connect with the youth, and I'm wondering how important that feels to you, especially with a lot of the topics that you cover and you're so open about, mental health and LGBTQ+. You are out there talking about self-acceptance. And how important does it feel to you to reach out to the youth and help them, you know, process some of the things that you have by listening to your music?
That is what keeps me here, I think, because life is difficult, and this career is really difficult. And again, Bruces was an accident. You know, I started writing in my room my deepest, darkest, weirdest thoughts, the ones that you never say out loud because people think you're crazy. I just started writing them, and then I made them into music, or like pop. I knew I wanted to put them in pop music because I love pop music. And somehow the mix of those universe turns the whole thing into alternative pop, but whatever. But yeah, it was a happy accident, I guess. I was just posting my things online, as we kids do today, and I honestly can say my life did change overnight after like 12 years of working. And I knew when I found my community, when I found those kids, that I had something very valuable, and that I had something important, and that it wasn't about me anymore. You know, it's bigger than the ego. It's bigger than creativity. It's bigger than life, because I needed to hear what I'm singing when I was younger. I really needed that, because the fact that there wasn't anyone in the public eye or in pop culture. Maybe there were probably people doing it in like underground vibes, which usually don't reach the youth, you know. But growing up, I never had like an idol who would talk about mental health, or who would talk about having bad days, or who would talk about their bodies or anything. They were all perfect. And I was like, well, I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. So that's the main reason why I didn't try to be an artist when I was younger, because I was seeing these pop stars and I was like, I don't look like that. You know, I'm never gonna look like that. That's not me. And I understood that when I found my community with Bruces. I understood that the kids that go to the shows are the kids that I would honestly be friends with, and that I needed to be friends with when I was younger, and that I needed to meet, because they are fucking cool. They all dress like me. We all listen to the same music. We all like the same makeups, the same people. And that's when I knew I needed to continue with this Bruces thing, because it's bigger than me.
Well, when you talk about that feeling you have, that connection with your listeners and your fans, it makes me think of the live show. I was so excited to finally see you live. And you've said the live shows can be the real reward for an artist, and that it's kind of like a ritual. And now that I've seen you live, I can now understand what you mean. But can you share more?
But we're not killing babies, y'all, okay? We're not killing babies. It's like we're just drinking wine and having fun, okay? And we're in my cup.
Well, can you talk about that feeling and how it shapes your connection with the audience? Because seeing Bruces live is a very special
the live
thing.
show.
Yeah.
Well, I think,
at least what I witnessed here today.
Right. Well, this was a very different experience for me too, because we had the choir and we had the strings, which I love. I don't think people know this about me. I love classical music a lot. I love theater and I love Broadway. And I'm trying to at this point in my career, which I'm still a baby, you know, I'm still growing and I'm still shaping my adventure. I really want to include those things that I like into my artistry. And so it's so important to me, because I feel like live shows will never, I mean, you have to go to a live show to really connect with your human and with your artist, and to really see through their soul and through their bodies, and the sweat, and the when they're off tune, and when they're like just talking to you, and the people around you, and those screaming. Honestly, it feels like a cult, but in a good way. The energy, there's so much good energy when you go to a show, that I think you forget who you are for a moment. At least that's what I feel when I go to a show of someone that I really like. And you know, the world can be so complicated and so, yeah, I guess that's the word, complicated and sad and weird sometimes, that you just gotta go to a show and disconnect from everything and just be you and scream your lungs out. And that's what music does to you. You don't have to know anyone in that room to connect and work and, I don't know, work as one entity. And you're always gonna end up meeting people who are gonna become great friends, I believe, for life sometimes.
Well, your passion is infectious, and I'm so happy that you made your way to music because it's such a gift to all of us. And I want to thank you so much.
You're going to make me cry.
For bringing us to the KEXP airwaves. And we're so honored to be here with you live in Mexico. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Can I hug you?
Absolutely. We're going to get that on camera?
Yes, of course. Well, you don't have to, but I really want to hug you. Your show changed my life. You have no idea how many times I've seen the Grimes episode, and all of them. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Aww.
And that's a wrap.
Descubre nueva música en la radio encendida por sus oyentes. KEXP.org